Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient King Deshret script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the academia?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, you'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for Greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon.
Was that the former Dendro Archon?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his
I've never heard about any of this. The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, we saw her as nothing more than a traitor. Who stabbed us in the back and our...
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed it, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've...
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool.
My Eremites and I, what do we even...
Hey,
I should probably go.
what's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. But please, give me some time.
It's not gonna...
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is what...
When would be a good time for us to...
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're... And I'll return every last one of your mad... Sorry.
You seem to finally understand that our true...
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people.
That must have been rough. But he seems to have...
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction, it's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that that's changed...
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back. Have a prep. Sino, we're leaving.
Stop y-
Sand is the natural enemy of fire and civilization. In the desert,
I knew you'd miss me.
ruins are all that remain to tell the story of the past.
Let's fly. Let's fly! Take me up!
That's close enough.
Light it up! Ha!
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers.
I guess all I can say now is...
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree, but we share a common cause.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find...
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like...
You should have known that I would be...
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by...
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do work.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise...
So, your superiors have kept you quiet.
They, wanted to extract
Don't play dumb. They extract divine canned knowledge.
I am really done.
Well, you better start talking or you...
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and the withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like,
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis, and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, do you...
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia...
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite human... After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a... Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine...
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine or...
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alhe. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words...
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and this is but a form of phototaxis.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already...
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated... When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as greater. They found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Ruka Devata, not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis, has been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has... Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her.
So... this is the path this...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let Raman give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village.
Sure.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The two new scholars are being kept under...
The atmosphere's... Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water.
Or I can go fetch some...
Oh! Paimon!
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Raman's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense.
So, everyone, are we...
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we...
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid...
Yep, it'll work.
Don't rush. Take it slowly.
He's starting to read it?
Would you like me to lend you something to read?
No way! Your books.
I was joking. I know my books are far too difficult for you.
Ugh, you're still
In the past, I never imagined that even the gods could if we can find a way to change.
Grandma, is King Deshret?
Candace! We're here! Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's...
Please. Wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Okay.
Of course not. It's all a bunch of nonsense.
Hey, and Mora, or trade anything you own.
As worrying as it can get.
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you.
Are you ready?
Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk.
You're making...
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say.
That's what I wanted to hear. Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been...
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions.
Paimon's a little worried.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. So...
Candace...
Here, dude, speak for...
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your...
I'm very glad to hear. I've said the same thing to everyone here today, as only when you're safe can the plan be successful. You're welcome. Good luck.